everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. Today, I want to do a top 5 list. We're doing a top 5 list today of some interesting topic here, which is top 5 franchises I want to see as the next LEGO video game. But most likely won't happen. I also wanted to include that in there because I think that most of the ideas that I have on this list are ones that are never, ever going to happen. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true, but most likely will not happen just because of what the franchises are. But there are also some really cool franchises that I think could really work as LEGO games, as well as, a couple of them being like ones that are just my personal opinion. Like, I would die for this kind of thing, you know what I mean? Well, not that far, but you get the point. I'd be very excited if this actually was real and actually happened. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of run through these top 5 franchises here that I think could kind of work as LEGO games, but again, most likely will not be legitimate games in the future. So, let's do it. Starting off the list with number 5. This is one that I didn't even think about until I started coming up with ideas for this video. Number 5 is Mission Impossible. I know, a little weird. Currently, there's 8 movies to choose from here. And, I mean, there's tons of puzzle ideas for the levels. And the only downside would probably be a boring character roster. So, the LEGO Dimensions had already done a Mission Impossible level pack where we got to play through one level through the entirety, basically spanning the entirety of the first movie. Divide all that up into like 5 levels each, maybe. Then for the second movie, 5 levels each. Third, fourth, whatever. All the movies, 5 levels each. Very Skywalker Saga-esque. And instead of having 9 movies, it'd be 8 movies. So it'd be 40 full-blown levels here. And will most likely be LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga kind of style, I would figure, just because there's so many levels. And there's probably a lot of places that you'd be able to go in this universe. Just because Mission Impossible, they go a lot of places, a lot of different places. It's a very weird franchise that I actually, again, I didn't even think about until I started making this list. I was like, man, Mission Impossible would be kind of cool because there's a lot of fighting. There's always action scenes. There'd be a lot of cool puzzles, I feel like, that you could do with this franchise. So tons of puzzle ideas for all the levels here and all the open world stuff. And then again, the only downside I think would be kind of a boring character roster because, the main characters are really just like Ethan Hunt. And, I mean, he's the main character, right? So I think everybody else would just kind of be like regular, guard number 1 or whatever. And who's ever in the other movies, I guess, really. But I think it won't be as interesting as maybe some other picks. But yeah, number 5, Mission Impossible. Next up, number 4 is Despicable Me. Despicable Me, I feel like could maybe happen at one point, like not anytime soon. Definitely not anytime soon. Currently, there's a whole mess of stuff going on with LEGO and in their video game department, I guess, or TT Games, I should say, with what the next LEGO game is going to be. But I could maybe see Despicable Me happening at some point, maybe down the line. Although, actually, the sets really didn't probably do well, huh? I don't know. I guess to be honest with you, I really don't know. But I feel like this could be a very easy LEGO game to kind of make because it's so colorful. It's really a nice area. So the open world would be really cool, colorful, very open area. You could go to all the different places that they go to in all the different movies. And you have 5 levels per movies, lots of colorful characters. You have all the minions to choose from for the character roster. You got Gru, you got Gru's kids, you got the villains from the movies. There's people to choose from here. There's people to choose from. Again, 5 levels per movie. Currently, there is only 3 Despicable Me's that exist. I think they might be making a 4th one, I think. So, 3 movies, 5 levels per, 15 levels. There you go. Solid 15-level storyline. You could even do maybe extra levels for the Minions movies. I know there's 2 of them. So, you could maybe do extra levels on the side for the Minions movies. That could work as well. But I don't know. I think this one would be kind of easy to make relatively. I mean, it's just very colorful open world. Kind of make it like your standard LEGO game. I kind of picture this as the LEGO Incredibles kind of game, except it's again Despicable Me. And yeah, no, I think this could work really well. I think it'd be kind of a fun little LEGO game. Nothing too grand, nothing too much on a major scale of a LEGO game, but it'd be kind of like a pretty baseline, simple, smaller LEGO game, not as big as the Skywalker Saga, I'm thinking the LEGO Incredibles kind of size of LEGO game there, which is pretty good. It was pretty solid, so I think it'd be kind of fun. A lot of you could ride around Gru's car and stuff like that, and I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. That's basically it. It'd be a fun Lego game. Anyways, there you go. Number 4, Despicable Me. Next up, number 3. I just kind of made it a category. I just made it DreamWorks. So literally anything. I mean, you could do How to Train Your Dragon. You could do Shrek, Madagascar. I don't know. Ton of options. There's tons of options. I mean, so many possibilities for amazing Lego games here. Like you maybe do what they were thinking of doing, or what the idea was for that Disney game, which was just like all the franchises kind of being in one game. You could do that with DreamWorks, right? You can kind of have all the DreamWorks franchises in as one giant game, and then just kind of have, whoever kind of, they don't really have a DreamWorks mascot character. Well, maybe maybe like in the beginning of the DreamWorks logo with like the kid with the fishing rod, you could like play as him, and he would go to like all the different DreamWorks worlds. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be really weird. Okay. Anyways, How to Train Your Dragon, like I said, Shrek. I think Shrek would be awesome. They should make a Shrek Lego game. Flat out, they should make a Shrek one, and then you can have the DLC be Puss in Boots. That's a good idea. Do a Shrek Lego game and have the DLC be Puss in Boots. Oh, I just thought of that. That's actually really okay. Well, yeah, they should do that. How to Train Your Dragon. They should make a How to Train Your Dragon game. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. I mean, they have 3 movies. They have a television show. I think they probably have some other things, right? You could probably make like DLC and other storylines out of. Madagascar, same thing. You have like 3 movies for Madagascar, and you have the Penguins show. I forget what they're called. The Madagascar, and then the Penguins of Madagascar, right? That's the show. So you could do stuff off the show, the Penguin show. You could do, I don't know. There wasn't really any spin-off movies from what I remember. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember any. Yeah, I don't know. I think DreamWorks is a lot you could work with there too. So a lot of possibilities for some pretty cool Lego games, I think. Or you can just make one giant DreamWorks collaborative Lego game, just like the idea was for Disney. So there you go, number 3, DreamWorks. So these final 2 are some personal picks of mine. If like Lego was to do anything, this is what I want them to do, and that's never going to happen. These are never going to happen, I feel like, which is unfortunate, but regardless. Number 2, Disney animated TV shows. I'm a big fan of Disney XD. I remember growing up with Disney XD as a kid. I would watch Gravity Falls. Oh my god. Phineas and Ferb, shows like that. I think, oh man, I think there's so much you could do with those, especially Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls in particular is kind of why I wanted to have this on here, but I just kind of made it Disney animated shows is like the category. Gravity Falls, 20 episodes each, right? 40 levels, boom. Basically the size of the Skywalker Saga, a little less, matter of fact. And now we know that we can kind of do like 40 level Lego games because Skywalker Saga did 45. So 40 levels, bam. Tons of characters, so many characters. You do Bill Cipher, Gideon, Ghost Eyes, Dipper, Mabel, Stan, Suze, like the whole group. A bunch of the classic civilian characters like Tyler and Toby Determined, like all those characters, all those Gravity Falls characters. The story mode would be super fun. Like the levels would be really fun. A lot of cool boss fights in there, like with the gnome giant from episode 1. You do have like a boss fight with the Gobblewonker from episode 2. Bill Cipher boss fight. Like there's a lot you can do here with the Gravity Falls Lego game. I also threw in here again Phineas and Ferb. I don't know. I feel like you could probably do some cool puzzles and stuff like that, but not as cool as Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is easily number 1 on like the Disney animated TV shows list to be made into a Lego game. So that's kind of why I threw it on here. But yeah, Gravity Falls. Oh man, it'd be such a good Lego game. I think it'd be so much fun. But anyways, yeah, number 2, Disney animated TV shows. And the final pick, number 1 pick here. Probably kind of obvious if you've been watching the channel for a little bit. Adventure Time, an Adventure Time Lego video game. I mean, do I really have to say much here? It'd be amazing. It'd be incredible. You could do certain important episodes as the levels, or even an original story maybe with tons of the characters. There's the character roster would be incredible. The character roster would be awesome. You could play as Princess Bubblegum, Lady Ranicorn, Cinnamon Bun, Marceline, Hunts Abadir, Ice King, Gunter, the Lich. Like the character roster would be amazing, and it'd be giant too. It'd be a giant character roster, I feel like. Again, you can do an original story maybe, like Lego just writes their own Adventure Time storyline basically and makes it into this Lego game. And then you also, or you could just do like certain particular episodes that were really important to the TV series. Across the 10 seasons, you could just turn into levels there. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you would need like 2 games for that, and I don't think they'd be willing to do that. So, I mean, I would love a Lego game where they did, a level per episode, but that's 283 episodes of Adventure Time, I think, so that is never going to happen, unfortunately. But I don't know. I feel like an Adventure Time video game would just be so cool. I mean, they did Lego Dimensions. They did the Adventure Time Lego Dimensions pack. I loved it. It was so good. It's easily my favorite Lego Dimensions pack. I know people say Sonic is. Mine is Adventure Time. Adventure Time is my favorite Lego Dimensions pack. I feel like it'd be an amazing Lego game. I feel like it'd be so cool. Oh my god, like the open world too. Kind of like take what they did with Lego Dimensions, like the Lego Dimensions open world of Adventure Time, and then just make it massive, make it much bigger, make it like 10 times bigger. Even though it was already pretty big, it was actually a pretty solid open world, but just make it 10 times bigger. Oh man, it'd be so cool. That'd be such a treat if we actually got an Adventure Time video game. But I'm very confident in saying that's never going to happen. Never, unfortunately. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. Someone will go to TT Games and say we need to make an Adventure Time Lego game, because of course that show is still relevant. It's kind of still relevant. I think the fan base is still alive, not thriving, but it's still there. It's still going. But anyways, yeah, there you have it. Number 1 is Adventure Time for sure. So there you all have it. Those are my top 5 franchises I would want to see as the next Lego game, but most likely it won't happen, and they probably all will not. I mean, Adventure Time, no way. No way on Adventure Time. Gravity Falls, no way. Maybe if the Disney game comes out, maybe DLC for the Gravity Falls or Disney animated TV series. But then again, that still is, still would be tough, I think. DreamWorks, potentially. Maybe if Lego strikes a deal with DreamWorks, like there's been a few, DreamWorks kind of, or not DreamWorks, I think Universal, right? Because doesn't Universal own DreamWorks? I think. I could be, no, I think DreamWorks is his own thing. I don't remember. Anyways, DreamWorks. DreamWorks, maybe, potentially, could happen in the future. Not confident, though. Despicable Me, same kind of boat. Maybe could happen if they strike a deal with Illumination, but I don't know. That doesn't sound too likely. I don't know. Maybe, well, I mean, they already did with the Lego Minions sets. I don't know. Maybe. And then Mission Impossible, I just don't think it would happen. There's no way. I think that brand is a little too mature, so I don't think they would actually make a Lego video game off of that, unfortunately. But I think it'd be kind of cool if they did. It was a really weird pick that I just kind of made up out of nowhere. Anyways, yeah, so there you have it. Those are my top 5 franchises that are probably not going to happen, but I would love to see them become Lego video games. If you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.